Yen Kasa is proudly brought to you by EK100, Minada Hair Care, and Genia Desserts. Hello! Welcome to another episode of Yen Kasa, your number one talk show. We talk about everything. I have been accused of saying Ka Chi, even though my podcast says Yen Kasa. If I'm calling you fan chame because, yes, you know what it means. Research has shown that 20% of couples who discuss long-term goals and ambitions in their relationships, including marriage and all of that, end up progressing to the next level of their relationship, which is marriage, or attain higher heights, whichever goal they have set before themselves. So tonight's discussion, we are going to discuss or explore the topic which says that how long is too long when you are dating to discuss marriage intentions. So stick with us as I have lovely guests who are going to share their insights and then their views on this topic. We'll be right back. Lovely people. I'm excited to have you here. I mean, such a gracious, beautiful woman gracing my set tonight. And a dapper, stylish young man. Please introduce yourselves. Here, we don't introduce people, so you introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'm Nkwana.
Please, we are reserving the best for the last.
Okay, so my name is Michael Asmini. I go popularly by Michael Meaning. I'm a gospel artist.
Hey.
It's good to be here. I've heard so much about this podcast and
right. We're also excited to have you. And the lovely lady here.
I'm simply Nanaya.
Oh, yes. Simply Nanaya. Nanaya, so Toedro. Nanaya, so tonight we are talking about relationships, but this aspect of the relationship, I've realized that a lot of people shy away from, which is, so when you be date, how long should you date and so what start here discussing marriage plans? If I say me would date a nice woman like you, we've been going out for a bit. At what point do you think, say, it is necessary or is important, say, best start here that I won't sound too desperate and thirsty? I want to hear your expert opinions, since I cannot believe in my life that none of you have dated before, because you are married and I know you are okay.
Please, maybe my future husband is watching.
But we there's a saying that you don't allow your boyfriend to stop you from meeting your future husband.
Oh, obviously,
so it doesn't matter if you are dating. Your future husband can still find you. And
please find
her. So first of all, what would you say, in your opinions, the modern relationship what's the nuances like? What's the word? Modern day, what's the relationship? No, you see, so I was secondary school, they're different.
Yeah.
To see how it has taken a new turn at all. What do you make of it?
All right. So, what I can say is that to me, in this generation, we are in the beta generation. Right now,
we almost said beta.
Yeah.
Hey, that when you free alpha, you could beta.
Good beta, why? Okay, so what I can say is that with regards to your question, talking about how long should people, date someone, I want to look at that and compare it to our generation now.
Right.
So, by a generation way now, like you said, the relationship before when we were in university, the millennials, it's not like that.
True.
Now, okay. Now people are just together for fun. At first, a guy will ask you out, and I was like, "Can you come to my house for a date? Can you believe this?" So a lot of things have changed. But then, to answer your question, I don't think time really matter. But then, if it's getting too late, like more than 4 or 5 years, I think, and then the person you are with has not started discussing like on all those things there, then what are you doing? Because if someone can just meet someone for 17 days, Candice Owens.
Yeah.
For 17 days and they get married. I mean, But then,
also more no.
okay, it all boils back to
their culture and their.
that's what I
stuff
said.
is
It all
different.
boils back to our generation. Like, do we want to get married? Yeah, no be what yes, we feel like dating is cool and all that, but we are okay with the dating. Yeah, just ever worry. And I am being also. If we are ready to get married, yeah, come say you worry.
We go with the intention say and
Good, but all that I can say is, it shouldn't be more than 3 years.
more than 3
Because when we be a relationship more 3 years, and I say you guys have not discussed about marriage, future, and all that. So then, what are you doing? Okay. Especially if you want to get married. But if you're okay with whatever that's happened, that's cool.
Okay.
You get it. Yeah.
Mike Money, what is your view on this?
Well, Nanaya has said a lot. Most I agree with. There is no defined time frame. Because we a time that works for me. Some have had it very short, and the marriage is so thriving. Some have had it short, and they are killing each other. People are holding each other's throat.
Right.
Remove my ring for me and all of that. And some had dated for a long time. But like she's saying, it's very important that when you are in a long-term relationship, there should be that conversation that enlightens you and lets you know that, okay, well, we are going to take 5 years to really get to know each other. And then afterwards, start counseling on the 6th year and then settle down on the 7th year. Then it's a stated plan. She knows the blueprint we are working with.
That's what we are going.
You know the blueprints you are working with. So at which point you decide to buy the engagement items and all of those things, you can then do that. Interestingly, we live in a generation where the men are evolving.
Women also.
The women also, all right? It's true. The women too have evolved largely. And it seems like everybody want to get everything now. You understand? Everybody wants to get to have everything put together immediately. And it's a bit stressful. Sometimes, especially for the women, they are battling with their biological clock and everything. So when you date them for a long time and they are in their late 20s or early 30s, they feel you are really wasting their time. Okay, and it makes sense to think in that direction. But I think in our generation, we haven't really taken time to first study in what we expect as individuals. You know, what you as a person you expect from the relationship, partner. You understand, or from the partner or your partner.
Okay.
And then we don't take time to study the other species, the woman's species. Who is a woman? What embodies a woman? How to know the wiring of a woman, understanding how the woman is wired. The woman also doing a deep research, finding who the man is. Oh, does he have money? Does he have a car? Has he built his house? And that's where she down there.
You see?
But you see, there are obi wofa we sit down. Or when you see Canada, or be one of the furniture.
Well, Michael, I think that you are jumping the gun for me.
I'm jumped.
So
forgive me.
Let's backtrack a bit.
All right.
How do we think, say, your cultural and societal norms, have affected how we discuss marriage in a relationship? Inti, say that I'm with Anaya, we've been in it for 6 months, a year, or probably 2 years. Inti, you're dating for 2 years. Mm-hmm. How do you think, say, your cultural norms, the expectations, the society we are in, the expectations, how does it influence that conversation, say, as you started, a one common say, what it was?
All right, so, like you said, how should I put it? Every parent wants to see, especially with the girls, our mothers. You know, when you get married, it's not you that you're getting married. It's your mother. Everyone else.
She wants to show off.
So
true. That's true.
What do I say? So my mom, for instance, now where are you from? Why well, first one, but you'll be so. But you see, so like you're going to show a guy or a woman to your parents that, and me no, from where I'm coming from, me my also do be at 81, 2 years. Question because you're not getting any younger. Or before it was I say I already around to here, but if you're son and no one, now see I know
What's the
how is
plan?
it going? What's the plan? You get it. And to know our parents don't want influence and power. But what one thing sometimes me and my lady friends we discuss, my bestie for instance, is like they are always like, na bema we da bema worry. They don't really ask the woman, are you ready for marriage?
True.
Because my independent for some time. Yes. Only say meeting me and radio and kakra, but I no one said that na. Never be how you say be me kasam you get it.
Yeah.
Ebi I saw your maminti, I can act nipa de to me acting. But ebi and your market be or me and personally me or ban and put me ready some worry. But because so me chairman man say bema when I'm in no only bema is obviously almost 2-3 years, our parents don't mind pressure. Sometimes, bema no be win, then those kind of things. But forgetting to ask yes, so are you ready or not? I feel like that's where parents fail, especially when we come to with the women.
Okay.
They don't really ask us, oh, only the hear so. See, when you're 27, 28, when you're kwala, catch your brother so be win, bibi kakrebia there. But they don't really ask, man,
whether
say,
you are ready
you
for
ready
it
to get married?
mentally.
Yeah, mentally. Sometimes, no, I always say that most women are not ready for marriage. They do it. Sometimes some of them do it to feed society, their parents, and also I feel like the ceremony, the thought of wearing kente and then bridesmaid in front of you, behind
Mother
you,
Bertha.
you get it. And those worry, but we don't really understand marriage because it's different from when you are dating.
But let
Marriage,
me
there's a
ask
rule.
you, is there anything you are ever ready and prepared for in this life?
No, but then you see, you are like childbirth and no, but at least if you are going to spend the rest of your life with someone, deep down you should be sure a little, even if it's 100%, you should be like 70, 80.
70.
Do you get it?
Okay.
Because I feel like age, church is so common, especially when you are dating from the church. The pressure, if you're not in a relationship much, then when are you guys getting married? And at the end, then you get it. But say, be not, yes, if you are brand new ready. Yes, say you're so brand new ready, baby. I know you're getting you're ready. And just like he said, now your generation we always want maybe answer na worry.
Yeah.
Those things plays role, but then I feel like it shouldn't be the main what you say.
Factors are say you
But
want to.
study our remote it's very important. Study
In the Bible has even said money is
even poverty is vanity. It's vanity. So I don't blame the ladies that they want to see a guy, but then at least or fear or cat, not necessarily. But only when you're comfortable, maybe I should wait to me number bra. I mean, why not? But scanning woman no more could date shopping. I say it's Kasa.
Mike,
It's Kasa.
let me hear you so that we can go for our first break.
Okay. All right. So I'm inclining to agree with her on this as well. Society, I affect it now. And the only part I beg to differ with her a bit regarding preparation, and it's I feel say a lot of the time in manu crap a little bit more ready for marriage than the men. To be honest, the only problem, the underlying problem, they say, young man, no, almost shedda ain't chient, nasi Yen Kasa, our real wukum, no craning, Bema, where you mean Oba, who's where you mean.
But so can you say, it brings me to what she said. Our current women, they don't even believe that they're measurement.
And I respect that, but you see, you need to have some mental
preparedness.
Right. And that too, I'm not for me power, but you're more saying that you're kind books on marriage.
Well,
you understand? We don't study that's something you're going to commit your entire life to. We've never taken time to read on. See, you'll be surprised. Well, Nyaman kitting, and so foxes in a marriage. Paste, socks are really. I want a shoe crap with the 2 o'clock to make cause marriage breakdown.
You're right.
And yes, it can go on.
No, I know.
Thank you very much,
That's
Michael.
kinda important.
So on this note, pause here, hold your thoughts. We'll take a commercial break and then we'll be back. So they tell me more about the little foxes now, because I'm very interested. So we'll be right back. So we are back, right? And before we left, we talked about a few things. See, and what I want us to talk about is that in the relationship, are there milestones that would tell us, because we have been able to achieve way, we think it is time we consider marriage. We think it's time we talk about marriage, start planning marriage, seeing how the future is going to be. Do you think that there should be milestones like that? Who's going first? The way Michael is watching, an idea.
There should be. Sometimes, like you said, would date will be for some couple of months to a year or two. At least, I believe that you've studied yourself enough, okay? And basically, if you guys are together, and like you said, you've spoken about marriage, there are certain things that should push you to at least talk about it and plan towards it. Maybe or relationship name, communication is better. You're able to communicate well with the person. Which the person is me. That's one thing I look out for.
So that's what I want to hear. What are your personal milestones? What are your personal lack of better words? KPIs or the measure say nipa na take away now we should be talking about marriage.
Okay, so we have a lot of love languages.
Yes.
And there are a few ones that's me who obey my home. Ebema me encouragement say, okay.
The men listen.
He's the one.
The men listen.
And I said, listen, and come and pretend like the person. But you see, when I love people who are caring, not necessarily just caring to me, but how you treat people around you. Because I always tell ladies that Soko restaurant, now your boyfriend is rude to a waitress, and don't be happy. What they pay you.
Right.
What you're saying. And someone I'm able to communicate with without disrespecting each other, no matter what the mood is.
Right.
A man who knows God. And
knows God.
Yes. Not necessarily say religious or sorry them, but and yet instead of say be no son or be
Are you discriminating against people who drink?
Oh, I'm not. But you get what I'm saying. Like,
don't mind me, I was just feeling your life.
A bit more a rock on normal son way you get it. And also a man who is neat, a more pay dry. Hey, so bed dresses shabby, but my cause me
Kabaya.
Me pay.
You like smells, scents.
Smells good, like your pheromones, like it attracts me. And also like respect there is very reciprocal. And I know I won't take it you
can't. But what?
And then I'm coming. That's what I'm saying. Achieves.
And now you, Yen Kasa, you achieve something. You think, say, maybe I made druid.
Okay, all right. Me personally, like I always say, sikade. And more be another say money is more.
Overemphasize money.
One thing I'm saying, my relationship, like you have money, you are able to travel, like you have a good job, not necessarily like a lot of money. But responsible enough to the extent that, he can be there to lift me up, to pull me up, financially.
Right.
And yes, but also having all those things, the person have to be kind. Because we have people who have it, but the person is not kind. But a man who is kind, it's not about but skade yo.
I said earlier on that the Bible even said it's a defense.
At least, even if you are renting, who say after 2 years or 3 years now, we are heading towards there's an investment somewhere. We are heading towards getting our own place. Maybe our business is big. You have at least and it's something. It's okay. It will make you responsible at the end of the month and at the end of the day, And yes, luxurious cars, they're very important. But if you don't have that, that shouldn't be the main reason why you get it. But my Bentley need a metal. All those things, they are not.
Those are the ones that Ebema was started.
Good. Like just be responsible. Know God, be kind, Jerry. put things in order. Like I always want my stuff in order. I mean, say, but at least. And they also the ever but yes, you jolly smell good.
So once the person is all of this, now after that you now consider talking
Treating me
marriage.
like the person pampers me. Who's the real my last born? Pamper me. Pamper me.
Like
and
money.
also one important thing, like a man that encourages me to do better.
Better.
Do you get it?
Right.
Like you know, I'm an entrepreneur, doctor, all those things, but sometimes
You still need somebody who would push you.
like you know, I know you are doing this, but I know you can do better. Maybe also get dressed on, you are looking pretty. Yeah, me over me, pamper me. Oh no, we are sending me flowers.
Wow.
Oh, I was sending me momo. They are all important.
Michael, I mean, you are married. So at what point do you start discussing marriage with your wife?
Okay, so now you have asked a personal question. I was
Of
going
course.
to answer it from
I
another
know
angle.
the general answers are not doing it for me. I want the personal ones.
Well, I was going to give a school of thought. All right. Before I come to
My personal
your
question.
personal question. I believe say obia a worry sometimes, not like in an ideal situation. Obia person worry ne papa su and ne mami su. A lot
Right.
of the time. A lot of the time. Either
Majority of the people.
Nyeme bia wehu wɔ ne papa ho a ɔpɛ sɛ ohu wɔ ne kunu a ne papa yi a n'ani gye a onyaa yi a ne kunu yi a like ɛbɛma n'ani gye ɛna mmarima nso ɛtɔ da bi a ne maame n'aduane yɛ bi anaa sɛnea ɔhandle fie anaa ɔhandle ne papa. You know, so they look out for these things, and once those things check out, they feel like we are ready to have that conversation.
Right.
To me, you know, I am say it's very important. Say right from the beginning, you start talking about it.
Right from the beginning.
Right from the beginning, like start having subtle conversations.
What-
Or hinting.
Don't you think
so-
that it would chase the person away?
Especially in this generation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, say chasing the partner away, then the person has
Right.
defined the stand.
It means that we know one man for marriage.
Obi a won or worry about just to beat her.
Hey.
Into like you are saying, you have love languages and all of that. Or training na yen helping about threat of flower
He's an evil person.
Yeah.
Evil.
The plan is say or worry no put say 2 months.
Like,
No, we just-
why? Did the girl do
Because-
something?
Because not growing up in Obana trainer. What I say? Obana trainer won't serve for years.
Says what
Exactly.
But even with that, must you be that evil?
So my point is, it will part.
I just say me.
That's true.
So in as much as you are looking at certain checklist and all of that, you can still be terribly wrong.
Yes.
I dated my wife for 6 years.
Wow.
We got
6 years.
6 very good years. We started conversation on marriage on the 3rd year, and we planned that.
What triggered that
2nd year.
conversation?
I will not remember because in Yamiandom, we were chatting the kakra.
You have selective amnesia, eh? Right.
You know, me sure say mekai, but I think it was just a normal conversation. You see, so when I'm mo my brother mo komo oh in kwala say na nanka wope oh me young two be oh me young 4 because I'm from a family of 4 all right and you know oh me young kwala 4 nanka me meju and me 2 na me niaje aha into oba first and now be my first.
I see.
Oba first that so informally the discussion about marriage has started.
Yeah.
Obe worry me and I
But these conversations
started
are planting seeds.
you are started so informally, you know, you can tell say me pay and or no like or it will be mouth.
Yeah.
So you can see a future say I deal with a baby.
And so I think you have made
You have some people that we plan marriage with, and you know. Oh dear.
But you,
I give business now in the future.
You plan your entire life with a business empire. Bibia.
Uncle Siaga,
That was after how many?
Oh, we want for
That was after how many months of dating?
Oh, please. 1 year.
After 1 year,
You
I'm
are
gonna
planning,
start.
if we have this business, yeah.
When him say, like most often than not,
Yeah.
and ma and come back and could be said so. Okay, well, we broke up. What in your like? Can you be very real with me? What happened? What did I do?
Like
what
a postmortem.
You see,
But you see, Michael, no. The thing about it is the breakups, no, and you're mutual. So why am I coming back again?
to come and do what? As what?
You cheated and I caught you and we have broken up.
That is
Why should I
different.
come and ask you?
Please bring the camera closer.
All right, okay.
One thing about me, when we break, you see, and I've seen our generation make this mistake. I'm going back to my ex. I'm being friends with my ex. And then they
I'm not
are
asking
coming.
you to be friends. So
Going back to ask him what?
the devil is a liar. I'm not asking you.
But then going back to him to tell me what?
Oh, no,
At that point,
Theo,
maybe we've hurt each other.
feedback.
The person might even use pain to tell me stuff
That's
that
also-
will break
well,
me.
that's also
Don't
there.
go back.
That's
You
also
are in the
there.
relationship.
That's also there.
Move forward.
I
Backwards
got
never.
the impression
Don't
say,
go.
I got the impression say, like uni nipanediti, my planning all these things. Then all of a
didn't
sudden,
work.
it like communication just started fading, and then the relationship just
Yes.
died a natural death. That's
So that's how
that's
you're
the
in pain.
ideal. That's
And
the
also
ideal
crying, you are in pain.
You're in
You-
pain.
No, but listen, no, tell me. I told the day I won.
You put the pain aside.
Say, remember, no, I just that's one. Say, one person who in 70 free men. My name I didn't make a sada.
I'm sorry, please stop.
I took the day I won.
Uh-huh.
And remember, and Tom Pickers. One shot when who be not of feel saying like over time, you know, a best is but I'm a
What if he's
And now
the one who
all
made
the
a
two.
mistake?
I know so. I
And
didn't
to answer sana when you
there are some men that obey only
Michael.
naturally say, oh, it
So
is
how
not.
come whilst I was in the relationship with maybe I'm like, oh, that's where communication fails.
Exactly.
I'm in a relationship. Man. My idea when who they show me them.
That's the thing. Also, most
I wouldn't know.
Theo,
So why would
most-
I come back to
most
you and ask you what
problems
I did?
in Not just relationships,
Even
marriage,
marriage.
scrap on
And fashion will come very
uncommunicated
free.
expectations. What you say? Me say me am he. And yeah, me say aso ba no. Me nya yanka. Oye business woman who run a business who you say you go out or pharmacy and all of that. But me nya yanka over back kitchen no be chame we some
Okay.
but me nka.
So one can initiate something.
So those are some of the challenges.
Well-
Going back in the day and go back to Bizarre.
So it has been
They
an
have
interesting
nothing to better
conversation.
provide.
It looks like we will have to come and sit here again and finish it because I had wanted us to talk about the social media effect of these things. And we don't have enough time. Into what we would do is that we would have to end here and then come back next week to come and discuss and explore the other aspects of it because I believe that there are other aspects we have not touched. This is just the surface we are scratching.
Okay.
So I want to thank you, Michael. I want to thank you, our pretty damsel here, Nanaya, for gracing us. And I hope that this would set the tone for subsequent episodes that would call you to come and speak and share your ideas with us. So thank you for joining us this evening on this episode. This has been your host, Papa Kwesi, on your #1 podcast, Yen Kasa. Bye.